What is up, people? This is Richie T. I am here back from the moon where Ethereum put me this morning. Well, in all seriousness, today has been a fantastic day. If you're not part of our community, please subscribe right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss a day's trading like we had today. Right, let's get started. Ethereum. Oh yeah! Look at this bad boy. Holy Moses. We started the day off. Where did we start off? We started off with this railroad pattern and we hit 387. We've now recently retraced back, but as you can see, price is definitely on the up. We going to be heading back up very, very soon. Nice little retrace though. That's pretty good. Didn't really make it to the 38.2% mark, but on previous retraces, it hasn't done much either. If we measure this one, it's about the same. So yeah, everything is gravy with Ethereum. We sent that alert out on Twitter this morning, and a bunch of people obviously reacted on it, and we received a bunch of emails over that trade. We are still in that particular trade because there is no bearish evidence for us to get out here. This here is not a significant candle, and neither is this, and neither is that. So we're still live in that trade, and we're just going to hold that, and hopefully we pump back up tomorrow. The Asian trading session has been absolutely magic the last couple of days. We have had this one here, and then we've had this one here, which was fantastic. I was sitting next to Edward this morning talking about Ethereum, saying, look at this railroad. And we were sort of 3 hours in here, and we waited another doji. Then we had a pin bar. Next candle's got a lot more momentum. And then we just shot up, which was fantastic. These candles here were brilliant. A lot of bullish evidence. And we did, as you can see here, we're up on the 0%. We did expect a pullback from there. So it's all gravy from here. You can see this candle is meandering a bit. It's got 42 minutes. It could do whatever it wants, really. It's too early to call that one, but that is a definite hammer, pin bar, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's just hold that and sit tight. Bitcoin now, same rules applies here. We did see a little bit of bullish evidence coming here today. From this point here, we did pull up, but however, we have reached another lower low and a lower high. So that isn't a hold period. It's down to 13,720-ish. There's a big sell-off happening. There's a lot of information coming out of China about mining. There's obviously there's a struggle between Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin. To be perfectly fair, and neither one of them solved the problem. Bitcoin Cash is running down Bitcoin continually, which is probably damaging its stock holding anyway. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's let them argue it out, see where it settles, and see if we can't get back into a trade on that. Here we go. Here's another pump from Bitcoin Cash. This is exactly why I have no money near it, because this is human manipulation going on. There's one there, there's one there, there is one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, there's another one there. Look at that one. This is just basic human manipulation. Someone is wanting this market to go off like a rocket, and they're hoping by piling in that it is going to do so, and no one's buying it. Technically, this triangle pattern here should have broke out, retested, and then shot off to the moon, but because we've got human manipulation in that hand here, no one's buying it. Everyone's selling. This is disastrous for it. It's been sold off at such a rate that Bitcoin Cash was on, I think it was 4,800, and it's on 2,600. It hasn't recovered from the crash. So, which is pretty interesting stuff. If you are the major shareholder, like we all know someone is, then you would be panicking a little bit because you've just lost half of your money. Anyway, on to newer and better things. Ripple. We did signal today that this could be a reversal. Unfortunately, it didn't break through this trend line here. So there was no entry. Price did pull down. For us to be able to enter, we're going to need to break through a trend line and come back. We need significant evidence, or we need a higher high. And that's the only entry point. But things are looking good. I mean, if Ripple is going to go back up to the 3.2 mark and we're on 1.8, that's great value for money when the trigger does happen. We do have a bullish engulfing candle here right now, but as I said before, we've still got 39 minutes on that. We don't want to be jumping in until the candle closes because anything could happen between now and 39 minutes later. So let's just hold tight and sit there. I really want to see a higher high and then a retrace, and then we can look at entering. I'm not going to be entering off just a bullish indicator. That doesn't suit my risk management at all. Cash. I've sent that alert out this morning. We had that retrace. We did have a pump, and then price has dropped back off. But we did exit that out pretty quickly as well. We got that at about, what was that? Where did we exit? It was about there. It was 1.92. So, not the best trade, but still profit, and we're not sitting down here in a loss, thank goodness. Augur, or however you pronounce it. Sorry, my pronunciation is not the best. I was just looking at this double top here, and I was really contemplating just selling on that particular signal, and I wish I had of, because that's quite a move. However, I couldn't find anyone that would take the sell. So just sitting here waiting. This is a really good currency. Look at that beautiful graph, chart rather. A lot of good price action, really good retraces, and yeah, so it's setting itself up for another one, I believe, for another bullish move. So we'll see what happens. Keep our eyes peeled on it, and until then, we'll just sit tight. So Zcash has been consolidating. Unfortunately, wanted to see a really deep pullback down here. You can actually see, I think I showed you guys, boys and girls rather, on this particular chart. If I zoom right out, scale that down, there we go. So we've got the long term down here, and we've got the short term. I'm pretty sure I went over this. My memory doesn't really serve me well tonight. My little 1.5-year-old has worn me out today. So we did have the retrace. We had a breakthrough. We shot up. We pulled back. Now this pullback, it did pull back to this management zone, and it has pulled back to it again, and it will again. But unfortunately, that is the area of concern. We do have the lower high here, which is not a good indicator. We really want to see a retrace and then a bounce off of the long-term trend line to enter this if it is going to continue up. If it does come down here and pull back and then drop down again, this is going down. So we're reaching lower lows and lower highs. It's not too good a signal. But anyway, if it does happen, we will alert you, hence why you follow us on Twitter. Again, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really want to grow this community. The Bitcash crew is something that Edward and I are really passionate about. You guys can learn a hell of a lot from our trading knowledge. We've got an educational series coming up pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon, in a few months. We're working on it currently, getting the curriculum correct and making sure that it is a quality product before we release it. It'll be useful for all currencies, whether it's Forex or crypto. Ed and I had a discussion today, and despite being pretty focused on crypto, Forex is what really brings the money long term. We're able to trade that for 1 hour a day, get really consistent gains, and that sustains a lifestyle. It also adds to our asset portfolio. Whereas crypto, it's really fun, it's fast moving, and there are major gains. But as you can see by Ethereum, there are major gains and there's major retraces as well. So that's the thing when you're starting out trading. I strongly suggest start out trading in Forex. Keep your eyes peeled and in the game in crypto. Have your hold coins, buy and just hold. Don't trade crypto because it does move at a fast rate. Edward was saying today that he was like, wow, this just keeps going and going. I was like, no, you've got to be really quick and you've got to know your stuff to be able to do this consistently and trade profitably. But anyway, it is what it is. We will have that training series as we grow our community. We'll tie heaps more people, and we've got some more fun stuff coming up. We do have live trading coming up where Edward and I will sit there with charts open and we'll go through it. We'll have a community feel about it. You guys can ask questions and, just really pick our minds. That's what we're here for. If we've got knowledge, we'd like to share it. So until Friday for me, I'll check you back then. Edward is back tomorrow. He is not dating girls today. He is doing his own thing. Thanks for watching, and we will see you real soon. Ciao.
Hey guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button below and also the notifications button so you don't miss out when the next episode comes out. Also follow us on the Facebook, get amongst the discussion over there, and also follow us on the Twitter. That's where Richie posts all of his badass trades you don't want to miss out. See you soon.